Jeffrey Epstein's ghost refuses to go quietly. This week, a firestorm engulfed Washington as the biggest players, Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, Mike Johnson, and the House Democrats all broke their silence. It's no longer just MAGA versus MAGA. The battle lines are now spread across Congress, the White House, and even within Trump's inner circle. Attorney General Pam Bondi is feeling the heat. After weeks of silence, she finally faced reporters, but her answers raised more questions than they settled. At a press conference, Bondi refused to engage on Epstein.
He said that he would support you releasing additional credible evidence from the Epstein investigation. Is that something that you are open to doing?
Let me take that first. This today is about fentanyl. This is about a wall of people right outside this room who have died from, I appreciate your question, but this today is about fentanyl overdoses throughout our country and people who have lost loved ones to fentanyl. That's the message that we're here to send today. Nothing about Epstein. I'm not going to talk about Epstein.
Is there disruption at the leadership of DOJ and the FBI with your relationship with Dan Bongino that is affecting the operation?
No, I'm not going to talk about personnel matters. No, I was with Director Patel all morning, and we are committed to keeping America safe, making America safe, working with our incredible partners at DEA, FBI, ATF, U.S. Marshals to do everything we can to make America safe, and that's what we're focused on.
President Trump's nominee.
Bondi's evasiveness only fueled outrage among Trump's base, who once celebrated her as the Attorney General ready to expose Epstein's secrets. In February, she famously told Fox News the client list was sitting on my desk. But now, the Justice Department insists that no such list exists. Critics accuse Bondi of backtracking, while MAGA influencers call for her resignation.
The president said today you would release credible files related to Mr. Epstein. Are you prepared to do that, and when would you?
Our memo speaks for itself, and we'll get back to you on anything else. I haven't seen all of his statements today. Thank you.
How would you respond to the MAGA base that has expressed a lot of frustration about it?
We're going to fight to keep America safe again, and we're fighting together as a team. That's what's so important right now.
Meanwhile, House Democrats are trying to force Bondi's hand. Congressman Ro Khanna pushed an amendment to the Genius Act, demanding all Epstein records be published within 30 days. The measure was voted down 5-6 in the House Rules Committee, but Khanna isn't backing off. He asked ahead of the vote, are you on the side of the rich and powerful, or are you on the side of the people? Democrats tried again with Mark Veazey's resolution calling for the DOJ to release all Epstein files. That too failed, but they've promised to keep pushing. Republicans argue these moves are political theatre, but even within the GOP, cracks are beginning to show. House Speaker Mike Johnson stunned Washington by publicly calling for transparency. In an interview, Johnson said we should put everything out there and let the people decide. He urged Bondi to clarify her past statements and pivoted from his earlier support. This rare break from Trump signals growing unease within the GOP. Donald Trump now finds himself defending Bondi while facing backlash from his own base. Over the weekend, he told supporters not to waste time on Epstein. But on Tuesday, he shifted his tone slightly. He called on Bondi to release what was credible. But at the same time, he claimed the Epstein files were made up by former Presidents Biden and Obama and ex-FBI Director James Comey.
Mr. President, your daughter-in-law said that there should be transparency in the Epstein case. Do you agree with her, sir?
The Attorney General's handled that very well. She's really done a very good job. And I think that when you look at it, you'll understand that. I would like to see that also. But I think the Attorney General, the credibility is very important. And you want credible evidence for something like that. And I think the Attorney General has handled it very well.
What did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No. She's given us just a very quick briefing. and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it. But she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release, yeah.
Later, Trump doubled down on dismissing the controversy, calling Epstein's case sordid but boring, and suggesting only fake news and bad people wanted to continue.
Urge people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
The fallout is widening fissures in the MAGA movement. Hard-right lawmakers like Marjorie Taylor Greene accuse Trump of betrayal, saying it's a punch in the gut. Others like Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace warn that the administration risks losing voter trust. Even former allies like Steve Bannon demand a special counsel to investigate Epstein's network. The White House insists that there is no cover-up. Bondi continues to enjoy Trump's public backing for now. But as conservative voices demand action and Democrats vow more votes, the pressure isn't going away. For Donald Trump, the Epstein saga has become a loyalty test, one that could shape his hold over the Republican Party. For Pam Bondi, it's a fight for credibility as both allies and critics are demanding answers.